Today we're going to be doing 3.2 over linear graphs. And I wanted to point out two of the main equations that you'll see for linear functions. The first one, and we're going to identify and label some key features on, is slope-intercept. So let's write that down. We have slope-intercept form. What that means is this m value is called my slope. It is written as my rise over my run. This b value, that's going to be my y-intercept. And if you're graphing by hand, we always start with the b value and then do our rise over run. But let's look at this example right here. This example, if we're going to try to write our equation in y equals mx plus b, we first need to identify what is our y-intercept. Well, we remember that y is tall as a tree, so it goes up and down, and x lies flat. So for our y-intercept, it's going to be right here. Now on that y-axis, our x value is actually 0. Because it doesn't go side to side at all, it goes up and down. Remember the numbers go 1, 2, 3, or 4. -1, -2, -3, -4. So for this one, it goes up 1, 2, 3. So my y-intercept is 0, 3. And I could write that over here, 0, 3. For my x-intercept, the y value will be 0 because the point will be on the x-axis. And for this graph, it's down here at -2, 0. Well, neither of those were our slope, or that m value. In order to find the m value, we're going to look at what is my rise and what is my run between these 2 points. How much does the graph go up and to the right? You always run right because it's the right thing to do. So if I look, it goes up 1, 2, 3. So it goes up 3, and then it runs right 1, 2. So if we are going to make the equation for this graph in slope-intercept form, we would write y equals rise over run, 3 over 2x, plus that y-intercept of 3. So this would be the equation that will yield this graph. Notice I do have a second type of function up here. This one is called standard form. For standard form, this is mainly used to identify the intercepts quickly. So I'm going to give you our equation from down there, but written in in standard form, not slope-intercept form. In order to do that, I had to subtract the x over and then get rid of all of our negatives. So for us, that equation is going to be 3x minus 2y equals -6. We don't need to worry about how is that possible. Just know that in standard form, you have to move that x to the other side, and you can't have a negative in front of the x's a. So from here, the reason that standard form is helpful, and this is how most of your homework questions will look, they'll be given to you like this and asked to find the intercepts. Well, for x-intercept, we remember our answer was -2, and that's when y is 0. So whenever y is 0, we can imagine covering it up. Well, if I cover it up, now I have 3x equals -6. And I can easily see that 3 times -2 would equal -6. And that's where my x-intercept comes from. For the y-intercept, we imagine covering up our x value. We have -2y equals -6. And if I divide both sides by -2, it yields me a +3 for my y. In standard form, it's very easy to find the intercepts and graph a line that way. In slope-intercept form, it's very easy to find the intercept and then continue our line with the slope.